bracketed key, other is the indented key. Now, today I am to differentiate between these two. So what is bracketed key and what is actually the indented key, and how these two types of keys can help in the identification of organisms. So, first of all, the bracketed key. The one thing I am telling you, just I would like to ask anyone who it is, suppose Rohan, Adda Das, do you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Last day I discussed up to this or beyond that.
Sir, actually the last day I missed the last day. Yes, missing of
Okay,
this
so
week I missed the last day batch.
okay, just I must ask anyone else. Please, you have to mute your audio. Anyone please say who attended the last class, whether I discussed this bracketed and indented key?
No, sir.
Anyone please? Huh?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. Did I discuss what is key?
Yes, sir.
No, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh?
Sir, you have
What
only
is
explained the
taxonomy?
definition of key.
Obvious.
Yes, sir.
That's
Definition.
right. I gave you the definition of taxonomic key, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. So now we have to see how these two keys help in the identification of organisms. Other that you have to mute. Now, here it is, suppose bracketed key. So you see how the couplets are arranged actually, First one, having notochord. After this, so there is a number within bracket 2. Similar one without notochord. And bracket it is written 227. These numbers are fictitious. You need to remember these numbers, but you have to understand that actually keys are helping in identification. You see, this having notochord and without notochord are two alternate statements, are two contrasting statements. And these two contrasting statements called couplet. Couplet. So couplet refers to two alternate statements found in taxonomic key. So couplet refers to two alternate statements, that is having notochord and without notochord are two alternate statements together form one couplet. So one couplet consists of two statements, and obviously they are required to be contrasting in nature. Remember this thing, one couplet consists of two alternate statements. Remember this thing. Or in taxonomic key, every two alternate statements or the pair of alternate statements called couplet. This is clear, I think, what is couplet. Couplet refers to the two alternate statements or a pair of alternate statements found in taxonomic key. You see, they are alternate. Having notochord and without notochord are alternate or contrasting statements. Now, each statement of couplet, remember this thing, each statement of couplet is called lead. So, having notochord is a lead. So, we can write each statement of a couplet is called lead. L-E-A-D, lead. So each statement of a couplet is called lead. Two leads together form one couplet. Now, this is the first couplet. So there is a number within bracket in case of bracketed key after every statement. And now, as per the animal which is supposed to be identified, the animal which is supposed to be identified, then you have to select one. Suppose the animal which is supposed to be identified is with notochord. Then you can select this. Yes, the animal which I am going to identify is with notochord. So having notochord is selected. And so what to do next? You have to follow what it is written in 2. Because after this statement, there is a number 2 within bracket. But if use animal is without notochord, then you need to follow what is written in 27. So this is what is the main thing of bracketed key. As the board is small, so we could not attain all these characteristics together. So I am selecting here having notochord. Suppose your animal is with notochord, so you have to follow what is written in 2. In 2 is written having vertebral column. Without vertebral column. So, what is it here? Having vertebral column and without vertebral column. So, here, in this case, again, suppose the animal is with vertebral column. So, it is selected. Automatically without vertebral column is rejected. So what to do? We have to follow what is written in 3. Suppose in 3 it is written having jaw, and this contrasting lead is without jaw. And again, suppose the animal is with jaw, so obviously it is selected, and without jaw is suppose rejected. Then you have to follow what is in 4 because it is selected, so you have to proceed the number given in the bracket. By following the number given in bracket, it is 4. So you have to see what is in 4. Students of fins and fin rays. So here suppose here written is 5, devoid of fin rays. Suppose it is 17. So, look here now. I am doing another one. Suppose here, plans of fins and fin rays selected. So, you have to follow what is written in 5. And the skeleton is cartilaginous and the skeleton is bony. Suppose here it is 6. Here it is suppose 13. Now look this thing. I am repeating now. What is the speciality of the bracketed key? In bracketed key, what is found? two leaves of a couplet of a particular couplet or every couplet found close to each other. And second thing, in between two leaves, no other characters are found to be incorporated. No other characters are found to be incorporated. Again, having vertebral column and without vertebral column is a couplet. Again, the two leaves of this couplet are also close to each other, and in between these two, no other characteristics are found to be incorporated. And it is said in all these couplets. This is a couplet, this is also a couplet, it is a couplet, this is a couplet, and it is also a couplet. So, what it is first thing? Second thing you see, after every statement or every leaf of a couplet, there is a number within bracket. So, you for identification, you need to follow this number. As I already said, if it is written having not occurred, so what to do? You need to follow. If your animal is with not occurred, then you need to follow what it is written in two. And if then what is written in two? Having vertical column and without vertical column. Again a contrasting pair. Again you have to select one. As per your animal, suppose as per this example, your animal is with vertical column. So it is selected. So you have to follow what is written in 3, because within bracket there is 3. In 3 it is written having jaw and without J. Again a pair of contrasting statement. So if suppose your animal is with jaw, so you have to follow what is written in 4. In 4 written, presence of fins and fin rays. Very clear now. It is this animal is to some extent actually there is any fish. That's why fins and fin rays are the characteristics of fish. As it is selected means the specimen which is required to be identified is actually a fish. Because it is fins and fin, if it is devoid of fins and fin rays are selected, then it should be towards the tetrapods like amphibia, reptilia, aves and mammalia. Again, as fins and fin rays selected, again the question comes whether endoskeleton is cartilaginous or it is bony. Suppose now if it is cartilaginous, then we proceed towards shark, stingray, torpedo, etc. Or if it is bony, then we need to proceed towards rohu, kapla and other fishes. So this is how bracketed key can help in the identification of any organism. Look one thing, if the animal is without notococ, then obviously you need to follow in 27. But in this example, 27 is not given. This is because it is not possible to show the whole key in this blackboard. Then it will be much more confusing. So we have to select some characters which are actually easily shown here. That's why I am selecting all these characteristics which we can follow easily. But you know, not animals are with all these. If it is not obviously in the book which contains these characteristics should have these 27, 28, all these numbers. So you will get all numbers in the book. Again I am telling you, these numbers are all fictitious numbers. You will never get 27. You may get some other numbers. But to make you understand this fact, I am giving these numbers. Now tell me, is it clear or any doubt regarding the bracketed key, please? Anyone?
Clear, sir.
Okay? Is it understood?
Yes, sir, it's clear.
Okay, thank you. Now, simultaneously, I am showing the indented key here. Now, here it is. What is this? First of all, how is it written? Having not occurred. Same statement, but where is found after this statement, no number is found within bracket. Now here, without not above. So where it is found two leaves of a particular couplet are found far away from each other. They are not found close to each other like the bracketed P. And secondly, what happens? There is no number after each statement so that we can follow this number. So how this one can help in identification? You see, suppose your animal is with notochord, then the next characteristic is found just below it, like this. And your animal is without notochord, then you will get another character here. Then, suppose your animal is with vertebral column, or it may be without vertebral column. So if your animal is with vertebral column, the next character comes just below it. And if it is without vertebral column, then you will get a character over here. So here again you know what is the difference here, that in between two leaves of a particular couplet, new statements or characteristics are found to be incorporated. But one thing you need to remember, while writing these new leaves, there should be written slightly away from the margin. This is the margin of these. So this should be slightly away from the margin. You cannot write them showing the same line. That is slightly away. Here if it is a margin, it is also slightly away. Next one, suppose this animal is having vertebral column, then we have to follow next, then having jaw. And each character found here without jaw. Again, the two leaves of a couplet are maintaining the same line. These two maintaining the same line. These two maintaining the same line. Again, if your animal is with jaw, then the next one is fence of fins and fin rings. It should be written slightly away from the birth seat of having jaw. So, presence of fin rings. And so here below it, here it writes same line because they are the leaves of the same couplet. In this way, we can produce the next one. Suppose what is it? And the skeleton. Look here now. So that here the letter font size decreases so that we have to show you all both these simultaneously. But you know these characteristics, so it will be easier for you to identify what it is written here. Now the characteristics of indented key. What it is here. Now you see, next word is found that here in between এরকম এরকম করলাম আমার দিকে
Pine, pines কি রে pines?
Pins মানে পাখি,
Here,
presence of pins, of pines,
আরে cartilage না?
cartilage,
Endoskeleton.
osti,
একটা example দে।
osti, training,
একটা example দে।
cartilage তো
so what it is clear now, is it not visible? Someone is telling about the video clarity Sohadda Vaishnav. Now tell me, is it not actually in my board? It is very clear.
It is not visible. It is unclear.
Huh? Huh?
Sir, it is clear.
It is unclear.
Ah. Now you see, someone
Then I approve.
even simultaneously remote but trying to enter in the class. Some student, but I am to identify him with different name regularly. It is most unfortunate. I have to find him out. I have to find him out who is trying like this.
অন্য নামে আইতেছে ক্লাসে
Out now? Now you see. Now just look at this, the point here. First point of difference, here two leaves of a couplet are found far away from each other. I have to rub this line, then it's easier for you to understand. Now see, two couplets, two leaves of a couplet are maintaining the same line, but they are found far away from each other. Again, two leaves of this couplet are far away from each other, but maintaining the same line. In every case, you will get this. So remember this thing here. Once a characteristic is chosen, once a lead is selected, the next one is found just below it. You need not to follow any number here. You need not to follow any number here. And that's why I am telling you, this is what I am telling you, the difference. First point of difference, here after the statement of couplet, no number is found in brackets.
স্যারের এটা ভালো
Second is, in between two leaves of a particular couplet, you will get a huge gap. They are found far away from each other. And thirdly, once a lead or one statement is selected, the next one is found just below it, not to go through any number. This is the difference between bracketed key and indented key. Both this key is found, actually both this key is found suitable for different cases. For identification of some animals, bracketed key may be used, and for some other, indented key may be used. But remember this thing, both these key can help in the identification of all organisms. So this is what about the bracketed key and indented key. Now I think it is clear how these two types of key can help in the process of identification. Now tell me, do you have any problem?
Yes, sir.
Anyone?
Yes, sir.
Abhadas. Abhadas, do you hear me? Abhadas. Abhadas, do you hear me?
Yes, sir, I hear you. Yes, sir.
Okay, you just on your video. I am to see you first. Please.
কিসের ভিডিওটা খুলতে
Abhadas, turn on your video, please.
Yes, sir, I have turned on.
Let me see. Yes. Did you try to enter by different name first? Did you try to enter by different name first?
No, no, sir. No, sir.
It is seems because the picture is coming. I saw the picture earlier, something written coronavirus. And against this picture.
Oh, sir.
Don't do this again,
Actually,
please.
okay, sir. Okay, sir.
What I am telling you, the picture comes. The PP that it is shown, it is coming now. And two,
Okay, sir.
three times you trying to attend by writing coronavirus. Why are you doing
Sir,
this thing?
Sir, in this mobile network was not good, so I tried by another mobile.
So why you are writing coronavirus?
Oh, sir. Actually, I didn't change the name, sir. I forgot. Actually, I
No,
had a
no,
meeting with
don't
my
do
friends.
this. You are trying to write coronavirus. Don't, you are not allowed.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Please don't do this again. Please don't do this
Okay,
again.
sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Now you see, is it clear to everybody? I am going to ask anyone. Orpita Bhomik, do you hear me? Orpita Bhomik? Orpita Bhomik, do you hear me? No. Oritra Chakraborty, do you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Is it clear to you that yes, two types of key can help in the identification of organism?
Yes,
Please.
sir.
Okay. Okay? Video is someone telling that sometimes it is the video is blurred. Is it blurred now?
I have a problem.
Not.
Is it is blurred? Is the video blurred?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay.
Sir, I have a
Due to problem in someone's network or due to less net pack, sometimes it is happening. But from my point, in the screen also I am seeing what it is sent. It is very clear here. That's why I am telling you, check your net pack, please. You need a better net pack to see
Yes, sir, now it
everything
is
very
clear.
clearly. Huh?
Yes, sir. I have written that earlier. Now it is clear.
Okay, clear, okay. Sometimes, due to as it is streaming now, whenever it is reaching to you, sometimes if your network is not properly working somehow, then sometimes it may be a blur. If you have any problem, then just tell me. But from here, every picture is very beautiful. Okay, that's why I'm telling you, if you have any problem, just tell me that it is not seen. Then obviously I will be telling you. Okay? That you are not using it now. If it is not visible, then tell me this part is not visible. Obviously, I will be telling you again. Clear? Okay. Now, keys. Okay. Now we are proceeding to the next. Everyone, please mute your audio. Please mute. Rohan Shah, mute your audio.
सर की टेक्स्ट नहीं होता
Next one. Nomenclature. This is the process of naming of organisms. This is the process of naming of organisms. This is nomenclature. The process of because there should be an universal platform for providing name to different organisms. And if any plant or any animal is named differently in different parts of the world, then it would be very difficult to communicate and also to study. That's why the nomenclature plays an important role here. Two organizations are there which are to select whether the naming is right or not. One is ICBN for plants, ICZN for animals. So, ICBN means International Code of Botanical Nomenclature, and ICZN International Code of Zoological Nomenclature. So whenever any organism, if it belongs to plant, to be named, then the information are required to be sent to ICBN for approval. And in case of animals, the same will be required to be sent to the ICZN for approval. Clear? So these are the two most important organizations to actually to approve these names. Now, what about the naming? What about the naming? So one thing I am telling you, please. Okay, sometime video maybe in a few seconds. So I am to send you the ID and password again, and you get ready, and I will be sending you within 1 minute or 1.5 minutes. So you should ready, but anytime it would be off, and I am to send it again. So that's why most important thing is the naming process comes binomial nomenclature for naming of organisms proposed by
Careless Linnaeus. শেষ হয়েছে June.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
June.